What's up, Tafiq? Back with another week. Final video actually, right before Thanksgiving break, and we're just gonna get straight into it.
Yeah, we're just gonna run through all the presentation requirements, make sure we got it all covered. Our design process, we did that one in an earlier video with our three designs where we had the wooden crate, the plastic bucket, and then like the Tupperware. And then each of these contributed something in the end, like how we wanted like the square shape for our media to go through, an outlet in the bottom to get the water out, and then the Tupperware ended up being what we went with. Our first prototype, again, that was in an earlier video. It was this Tupperware. It just had a small hole in the bottom though, which when testing flow rates, we quickly saw the flaw in those first few tests. It didn't flow out very quickly at all, and led to an overestimate on flow rate time, which isn't necessarily a bad deal. Here are all our flow rates through like our charcoal, sand, and gravel, and then our 10 different combinations here on the back. Again, that was in an earlier video. And then as far as testing it, main thing we were measuring was like the color of the water, making sure we got a lot of that dirt out, and whether the vinegar got filtered out, which we saw in the first change we made, which was adding the baking soda at the top instead of zero. Like that reaction took care of the vinegar. Our second change we made to the filter was the bigger hole on the bottom to increase flow rate out, but then that made it difficult to concentrate it into one collection point, which is why we added the funnel at the end, which we had on the bottom. We took it off for the purpose of laying it on the table. So that was our third change to it. Again, saw these in earlier videos. Then our final change is we had our multiple layers, and then just ultimately making, kind of fine-tuning that all and figuring out how we can hold it, all that stuff. Again, earlier video. As far as disposal and recycling plans we talked about them somewhat in an earlier video again, but the coffee filters we'll just throw away, and the unused ones you can use as a coffee filter. The charcoal, sand, and gravel, all the excess we have, that can all be used in like land and like planting and stuff. Charcoal and heavy soils helps that. Sand and a place setter if you're doing like a zero-scape type deal. Gravel, any landscape and stuff like that. The Tupperware itself, since it's in a container and has a hole in the bottom, could be used as a planter, however you want, or recycling it according to the plastic it is. Nothing needs special handling to dispose of it.
Hey, Tafiq, welcome back to our final video of the week. We're just gonna run you through our design process and how our filter worked.
The physical processes behind our filter. We started off by getting rid of the vinegar, which involved the strong acid, because that's what vinegar is, and acetic acid, strong acid, and a strong base, which was baking soda. So the hydrogen ion reacted with the hydroxide ion to form water and sodium acetate salt. So that neutralized the vinegar, and then it went through and a coffee filter, which is a porous material, so the liquid was able to go through that, and any substances larger than the size of the holes in that did not pass through. Next, it went through a couple layers of gravel, which that's another a permeable medium, so any large particles got trapped in the gravel, trapped by the gravel while the water continued to flow down through. Then another coffee filter, so again, just same porous material, I guess. Let the liquid go through, kept the gravel outside of being mixed with the sand. Then it went through the sand, which had less space between each particle of sand, each granule. So that was where the main part of the dirt got wrapped, or a large portion of the dirt got trapped, then percolated down through that. Another coffee filter separating the mediums, then through the charcoal, which itself is porous within each granule, and that helped to further clean the water. And then that also has some chemical properties that bind some substances, so it increased or helped the water's color or turbidity, and allowed the water to flow through, and it trapped some odors. Not that that was a huge deal with ours, since we had neutralized the acid, but